Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Taylor, and today's video is going to be a foundation review. Today's foundation review is going to be on the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation, Mega Cushion Foundation, and I'm really excited because I've never tried a cushion foundation before. Before we get started with the video, if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That would absolutely mean the world to me. Feel free to also follow me on any forms of social media. I have Snapchat, I have Instagram, and Twitter. I will link those down below for you in the description box. But yeah, let's just jump in to this video because I'm really excited to put this on my face. I haven't heard too much on the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation. Oh, the packaging is actually really cute. I haven't heard too much about this foundation, but Wet n Wild recently, girl. Wet n Wild's been coming through with the products. I have tested out the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, I think that's what it's called, foundation, and I really loved it. It was like $5.99. So the cushion foundation does retail for a little bit more. I'm looking on the Ulta website where I did purchase mine, and it was $8.99. The only thing that I don't really have high hopes for is the shade range. So when I was on the actual website, I went ahead and I got the shade Light Ivory. Now on the Ulta website specifically, there's 8 shades, which is pretty crap. It's looking like on both ends, like there's a lot of medium tone shades. For if you have like a deeper skin tone, they're not that good. So kind of a bummer about that. I just don't like it when foundations don't have shades for everybody. If you're gonna make a foundation, don't we want everyone trying this? I don't know. Inside of it comes with like a little Wet n Wild sponge, but we're just gonna pretend that doesn't exist. Recently, I have been testing out, I don't think that I've used this in a video yet. I have just picked up the new Sonia Kashuk. I think that they're new. I got these at Target, and it was like a 2-pack for 2 beauty sponges that look like this. And this thing's huge. This one's my Morphe sponge, and it's really dirty and it's not wet right now, so it's not super huge. But when this one gets wet, so it's damp right now, it's actually really large. So I've never used cushion foundations before. I'm assuming that you just kind of dip it in there. It's supposed to be kind of like a lightweight luminous feel, I'm assuming, which has my name written all over it, and I'm just gonna dip it in. So this is what it looks like. When you touch it, it feels like just like a sponge. It's super weird. So I don't know how hard I dip into this. So I'm just lightly go in. Ooh, the color's actually really pretty. Now nothing on, at least on the Ulta website, talks about how long this is supposed to last. And for me personally, I know that the dewy foundations typically aren't designed to last a super long time. It's not going to be a matte full coverage foundation, which typically has a little bit more of longevity. So I don't know what the claims are for this one. I feel like I have to kind of dip back into it. I don't know if I'm getting enough. But the shade is actually really nice. I was really concerned about that. That was my biggest concern. For me, for summertime, I love very just kind of lightweight foundations, especially if I'm not going to work or anything, even at work. But I do like to have my foundation last a bit longer because my work days are really long. So I do like to have something that's a little bit more heavy duty, but just for being out in the sun or just having a nice summer day, I like to have just a very lightweight foundation. So I'm just kind of applying this wherever I feel like. I just kind of went right in. I think I was a little too excited. Yeah, I do really like the color. It is coming off to be very luminous. The thing about the compact, and with the cushion, is you don't really know how much you're getting. So that's kind of the hard part versus a pump. You can just kind of spit out however much it is that you're looking for. So that is the one thing. I feel like you can kind of go through these really fast. From the mirror that I'm looking at straight ahead, I have one right in front of my camera for me. It's looking really nice. It's not looking to be full coverage or anything, but I don't think that it really claims to be. It does say that it is buildable, so maybe we can kind of try building it up a little bit. I personally like applying foundations with a wet sponge, but I would assume that you can apply this with a brush as well, if that's kind of your preference. The only thing that I have been noticing, and I can kind of even see this from far away, is that my pores in this area, I do have somewhat large pores to begin with, naturally, but I do notice that I'm not wearing a pore filling primer or anything like that right now, so I'm sure if I did, that would kind of help it out. So it does say that it is buildable. So I'm gonna go back in. So I'm just gonna kind of go back in with a second layer. And it is building on itself very nicely. Like, it's blending out like a dream. Like, it actually looks really beautiful. It's not full coverage. I would say it's definitely light to medium, like, buildable coverage. The match is damn near perfect. I'm still just gonna kind of bring it down my neck just in case it oxidizes and gets a little bit darker throughout the day. Some foundations do tend to do that. But as of right now, like, I'm kind of, like, really actually liking this. It's almost like a Your Skin but better. And I really love this. Like, I feel like on camera, cameras will always kind of wash you out a little bit. So everything usually looks a lot better on camera than it does in person. And I just wanted to emphasize that to you guys. So if you're ever watching someone and it looks like they might not have like a single freckle or like a single flaw, I promise you, like, the camera can be very deceiving. So, okay, so what I think I'm gonna go do is I think I'm going to go apply some concealer to my face because I always put concealer on recently and my under eyes are looking a little unhappy and a little bit blue under there. So I am just gonna go conceal and then I'll come back and do some check-ins for you guys to let you know what I'm thinking of the foundation so far. Okay guys, I wanted to do a check-in now that I have some makeup on the face to kind of go over, looking for a mirror, just to kind of go over how I feel so far about the foundation. And honestly, I'm like loving this foundation. I don't think that it is full coverage, so if you are someone who is looking for super full coverage, I wouldn't suggest this, but I mean, it covered like my acne scarring very well, and it's not emphasizing the texture on it, which is really nice. And I would say it didn't even really oxidize all that much. Now that I have like my full face on, it actually looks really nice, but it just like blended into the skin really, really well, and it's not emphasizing like texture around my nose or anything like that. So far, I think I'm really liking this product. Just saying. I think I'm liking it. I'm just going to check in like an hour or so and then kind of call it good, and then I will update it in the description box just because I don't have all day to do like come back and check in. And then I'm also going to show you guys what it looks like in real light, because obviously I have massive lights right here that are going to kind of take away from the actual texture and stuff like that of my face. So I will be showing you guys that here in just a second. I have my boy here today. Hi, Brew. Hey, bud. What do you think of the foundation, huh? He doesn't care. You don't care, right, bud? No, you don't care. Okay guys, so this is me just kind of in front of a window getting natural light so you guys can get a feel for the foundation. You guys can see I dropped the ISO also down on my camera, and whenever you drop that down, it darkens everything, so it is going to enhance my acne scarring a little bit more, but I just did want to give you guys a more like realistic view of what it looks like up close and personal. And so you guys can see it's not like building up in the nose area, which is common for me, and then the forehead's looking really nice, and then even down here, like, you can kind of see some acne scarring. And like I said, I did turn like the lighting and stuff down on my camera just so you guys can get a better visual, but it's actually like looking really, really nice, and I'm kind of loving this foundation so far. It's just perfect for springtime. I feel like this would look really good for like an everyday makeup look, and yeah, I'm really liking it. So I think I'll probably do like one more check-in with you guys just to kind of show how it holds up. It is really hot out today in Washington. Weird, right? So I think I'm gonna hang out with my pup and maybe start editing a video, and then I will give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, you guys, I think that is going to wrap up today's video on testing out this foundation. I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated to see how I like wearing it to work and everything like that. So I'm going to test it out a few times. I am someone who needs to test out foundations quite a few times before I really decide whether or not it is a good product. But that being said, I did just test it out. It's $8.99. Typically, I can get an idea if I'm going to like something or not, and I'm really liking this foundation. So let me know if you guys like this style of video, if you guys want any foundations that you guys want me to review. I love foundation, so I would gladly review some foundations for you, but I am going to wrap that up. thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!